Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Rohr, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 2019-2020 Cinnaminson High School People's Choice Award. Each year, we all look forward to this night. We get to share stories and tell everyone why we think specific young people are so wonderful at our school. While we can't give an award to everyone, this is just a small percentage of all the wonderful people out there at Cinnaminson High School. But these students have definitely risen to the top. So enjoy these videos, enjoy the stories, and please know that every person nominated is extraordinary, and we wish you all the best, and congratulations for your 2019-20 People's Choice Award. You are terrific. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Hello, this is Ms. Henley, and my nominations for the People's Choice Award are Sara Minieri and Liv Rozenberg. Sara and Liv's efforts truly did make Interact's January talent show possible. It would have been postponed due to the illness of the stage manager staff member who was very sick and absent in the days before the event. Contestant backing tracks and accompaniments had to not only be received, but queued up and then played during the show. Each of these young women reached out to their fellow students who were competing, reviewed the audio submissions, and offered help in how to get them into the proper format. They then edited the submissions into a ready format and played them both for sound checks and for the show itself, which went off without a hitch. Liv continued her contributions up until the moment the show began, and then took her place in the fabulous CHS house band, 3 a.m. Thoughts. Sara more than competently ran the soundboard and lights from the back of the house throughout the show, with Miss Coker in for support if necessary, which I truly appreciated as well. The show would not have gone on had it not been for Sara and Liv stepping in and taking on roles for which I am grateful that they had the skills. But skills alone are not what makes them so deserving of our People's Choice Awards. The enthusiastic volunteering to help me and their fellow students, as well as make their ailing teacher proud, are what set them apart as contributors to the greater good. Many thanks to each of them, and congratulations on your People's Choice Award.
Hello, everyone. This year, I would like to give my People's Choice Award to freshman Morgan Elder. Morgan's had a great year. She's a great student. I always enjoy having her in class. She's always in a good mood. She never gets angry whatsoever when everybody else in the class asks her what assignments they have for study skills, because they forgot. And they kind of use Morgan as an agenda book. She's just a really hardworking person, and best of all, she's not satisfied. She wants to challenge herself and really move to different classes that are a little bit more challenging to reach her goals. So she's had a great year. I'm really proud of her. This year's People's Choice Award winner for myself is Morgan Elder. Congratulations, Morgan.
Maya Angelou once said, "Courage is the most important of all virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently." Nasir Lewis Stokes demonstrated such courage one wintry morning when he chose to respect and follow my directive and not give in to the pressure of his peer group. His self-control and wisdom to follow what was deemed uncool not only earned my respect and gratitude, but set him apart from his peers and left a lasting impression with me, as well as his friends standing in the hallway. Nasir's good judgment and grace under pressure is why he is receiving a People's Choice Award. Congratulations, Nasir, and I can't wait to see what kind of leader you'll be next year.
Hi, I'm Julie Leitz, and I am currently in my stairwell I'm hiding from 2 children who always find me and a dog that barks at everything that moves. So this is the 5th time I'm filming this. Wish me luck. Here we go. My first 2 nominations are for Macy Kravil and Danielle Rivera. They have given much dedication and time and effort to CHS in the class of 2020, and I and Mr. Campbell want to say thank you, and we appreciate it. But I'm here to nominate them for the Disney Senior Trip Countdown Wall. They designed, created, and put the wall up. They weren't asked to do it. Usually it's a task that's given to class officers, but they were busy with other senior trip planning. And I just want to say thank you to both of them for giving up the time and taking care of such a wonderful act. It gave seniors hope and made people happy as they walk through the hallway. So I appreciate it. Thank you. My next nomination is for Jack Teritay, another senior. Jack is an amazing young man. If anybody knows him, you know what I mean. Jack is someone who would ask me how I'm doing as I walk through the hallway. He wasn't doing it to be late for class. He was genuinely doing it because he cared, and he, has great manners. But he didn't just, ask and walk on by. He listened to my response. And I thought that was really nice, and it made me feel good. And I think an act of kindness is where one person makes another person feel good. And as teachers, we always worry and take care of our students. But for this student to not necessarily worry, but he just asked how I was doing, and he cared. And that was great. And he didn't just do it his senior year. I would run into Jack in the hallway all 4 years, and he would ask how I was doing. And it meant a lot to me. It might be, something so small for him, but it really meant a lot to me. And thank you so much, Jack. My last one is for Caitlin Roberts. She's also a senior, and Caitlin didn't do so well on her college entrance exam. Sorry, Caitlin. But what impressed me the most was she advocated for herself. She came to me to ask for help, and she wanted to prepare and do better for a retake. And we worked on that, and she came to me during the school day when she had an opening in her schedule, and I did as well, and we worked on it. And not sure she was able to get that retake done because of the pandemic that occurred, but I'm just impressed with her doing that, and I'm proud of her. I'm proud of all my nominations, all of my seniors, and I'm proud of all of the other students who were nominated, and congratulations on all of your acts of kindness that you did. Keep on doing it, because that's what makes CHS so awesome. Bye.
Hello everybody. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Yogita Fratto, and I'm here to present a People's Choice Award to Owen Weiler. Owen is actually not in any of my regular classes. He is only in my study hall. If those of you that have a study hall know how crazy it can be when the students first come in, they all want to go to the computer lab or the library. However, you can only send 5 to each. When the students are signing up, I try to, alternate different students going, and sometimes I have to choose who can go and who can't go. And every time I would say, if there's just one person who can't go, or can you just be taken off the list for today, it'll be a lot easier for me. Owen always stepped up and took one for the team. So for that, Owen, I really appreciate it. It made it a lot easier in study hall, and it was really nice of you to do that. I hope everyone is well, and take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, hope everyone is doing well. Mr. Jenkins, I'd like to nominate for a People's Choice Award, Anna Gjellestad. When the quarantine first started and we went to online learning, Anna had some troubles. It was a tough adjustment for her, as it was for many people. I spoke to her parents, and her parents said they were going to talk to Anna. After that moment, Anna's been nothing but a model student. All of her assignments are turned in immediately, and most of the time first. One time I forgot to post a video. She emailed me and said, Mr. Jenkins, you forgot to post a video. And she's really been on top of her game. A lot of people had major adjustments with this quarantine, and to see the growth that Anna has shown is all that a teacher can ask for. And I'm really proud of her. And for that moment and for that reason, I'd like to give Anna a People's Choice Award. So congratulations, Anna, and congratulations to everyone who has gotten an award.
Hi, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe during this crazy, crazy time where every day feels like it's Groundhog's Day. So with that being said, it was my pleasure to be able to take a break to make this recording for my nomination for the next People's Choice Award. I like to describe this young lady as an unsung hero who tends to fly under the radar in almost all aspects of her life. It's just natural for her to do what needs to be done, and she always gives it 110%. And that's because she has such a humble personality and a real selfless nature. However, when it comes to the club called Glamour Gals, this student has just gone above and beyond what was needed and has exceeded any and all expectations that I ever had for this club. For those of you who don't know, Glamour Gals is a club we have at the high school that's sponsored by a national organization. Once a month, I take about 15 girls over to Riverview Estates in Riverton so we can visit with the residents, talk with them, and paint their nails. This student jumped right in during her freshman year and loved it so much that by the time sophomore year rolled around, she was my vice president. As junior year started, she became my president and stayed on as president senior year. She has been a role model for the other girls in the club, and the void that will be left when she leaves us this year will be felt greatly, especially since we didn't have any closure to our activities this year. So it is my absolute honor to give this People's Choice Award to Senior Brooke Adams. Brooke, thank you so much for your unwavering dedication and compassion that you have given to this club over the years. Thank you for always helping me out and being my right-hand girl. You will be dearly, dearly missed. Congratulations.
I'm here to submit my nomination for the People's Choice Awards this year. I would like to nominate a young man who I had the pleasure of teaching computing for college this year. He's an ELL student that comes into class each day with a huge smile on his face that just lights up the room and makes it a better place to be. He comes in with such eagerness to learn and so much willingness to work that it's remarkable and something that should be admired. But my real reason for submitting him for this honor is because of his willingness to help others. There were many times this year where he not only had to overcome understanding the assignment himself, understanding the directions, how to implement whatever we were doing, but then he imparted that knowledge on other students, and he did this willingly without being asked, on his own accord. I think it is tremendous that a young man would take that type of responsibility upon himself to help others, and he did it well, and he did it with grace. His parents should be extremely proud of him, as I am proud to have said that I taught him and that I know him. So it is with great honor that I would like to submit or nominate Gabriel Dos Anjos for the People's Choice Awards. Gabriel, you're a great kid, and I know wonderful things are going to be part of your future.
Mrs. McCool, and I'd like to speak a bit about my nominee for People's Choice Award. In life, it is easy to be selfish and do what's best for yourself. My nominee represents just the opposite. He is truly a good, considerate, but most importantly, a very polite young man. From the first day of school, he left a lasting impression on me with his consistent good manners that exemplified politeness. At the end of class, he was the first to put away materials for labs, projects, test books, and even push in the chairs at my lab tables every day. These small tasks were completed without my asking, and I certainly do appreciate the kindness. On a non-academic note, as choreographer for the school musical, it was a pleasure to work with this young man. For me, it's always a bonus to have a freshman who is a good dancer. He was receptive in executing my instructions with determination, enthusiasm, but in such a polite manner. I'm so disappointed he didn't get to show off his dance moves in this year's musical. Reflecting on his polite, mannerly ways, I wish to express my gratitude, and it is without hesitation that I nominate Conor Gilmore for People's Choice Award. Congratulations, Conor.
Hello, my name is Anne-Marie Barrett, and I'm here to present 2 People's Choice Awards to 2 deserving young men. The first is Jacob Clark. Jacob helped me throughout the school year carry uniforms to and from my office to the equipment room. There were so many football uniforms after the collection, and he just, asked where he could put them. What a great kid, so helpful, always a smile on his face. Jacob, thank you so much. I wish I could be in front of you today presenting this award to you, because you are such a gentleman, and your mom and dad must be very proud of you. The second is to Nick Parisi. During PSAT testing, our cafeteria was a little crowded, and some students didn't have chairs, and they were able to leave the cafeteria and to go into other classrooms, but a girl named Grace was standing, and Nick Parisi saw her standing and took his chair and walked over to her and gave Grace his chair. And I thought that was the sweetest gesture. Nobody was looking, nobody asked him to do that. He just did it on his own because he's obviously a great kid. I don't know Nick. I never spoke to you before. This is the first time. I wish I could present this award to you in person. But thank you for that. That was really sweet of you. I know Grace appreciated it. Again, your parents must be very proud of you. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Good morning, afternoon, evening. Not sure when you're actually going to be seeing this video, but I wanted to talk about my People's Choice nomination for this school year. I have had this student in my class since last year, and he is just like a ray of sunshine in my day. He is funny, he is kind, he is helpful, he is smart, he is caring, he is so many things that a human being and a student embody. He is one of the most hardworking students that I have ever had in my entire career, and it has been such a pleasure getting to know him and his family. Harry Ramos, I am nominating you for People's Choice this year. You always brighten my day, and I'm getting a little choked up right now. I miss you so much, and I'm so proud of the work you're doing, on this remote instruction. You do all your work, you ask me questions, and you are just an amazing young man. So keep doing what you're doing, and I hope I get to see you in September.
Go Harry!
My selection for the People's Choice is senior Julianna Ashley. I've had the pleasure of not only teaching Jules, but I've also had the opportunity to see her as an athlete, a fan, and a student council leader. When I think back to her 4 years at CHS, I'm reminded of the famous Winston Churchill quote, "Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference." Jules is arguably one of the most positive people I can think of that went through CHS during my 16 years as a teacher. She has faced a number of challenges in her life, some on the field and some in the classroom, and she's always had a smile on her face. She is quick to ask others how they're doing and always there to give a positive or helping hand. It's little things like this that make a school community, and it makes me proud to have Pirate Pride. And for all these reasons, this is why Julianna Ashley is deserving of the People's Choice Award. Congratulations, Jules.
Hello, this is Mr. Ferrante. I'm one of the counselors at the high school, and I am nominating Caitlin Kosher for a People's Choice Award. Caitlin is very caring and supportive of her friends and her teachers. She is someone that the teachers can count on to do something in class or to help other students in class. She is very much involved with students that have come here from Brazil, helping them to navigate the school, as well as helping to translate when needed. And she is a very good friend as well. She will help her friends whenever there is boyfriend or girlfriend trouble, or they just need help in general. In this world where kindness isn't always appreciated, I want Caitlin to know that I appreciate her and Cinnaminson High School appreciates her. And we will miss her as she moves on to bigger and better things at RCBC. Caitlin, congratulations on this People's Choice Award. Thank you. Hello, this is Mr. Ferrante from the Counseling Department. I am nominating Caio de Lira Reis for a People's Choice Award. Caio is a junior, and recently he and his family just moved to Florida. So it makes me sad that he is no longer with our school. He is finishing out the year with us through online instruction, though. So it is my pleasure to honor Caio with the People's Choice Award. He was a leader among Brazilian students at Cinnaminson. Whenever we had new students, he was more than willing to help out with translation, help show them parts of the building. He just showed a lot of kindness to other new students, especially students that did not know the language. So Cinnaminson will miss Caio. I will miss Caio, and we hope that he is well down in Florida and enjoying the sunshine, and we hope that he has a good senior year. So congratulations to Caio de Lira Reis for his People's Choice Award. Thank you.
Hi, I would like to nominate Val Largay for a People's Choice Award. This is on behalf of Julia Leeds and myself. We are the class advisors for the class of 2020. And as social distancing took place, we were looking for a way to honor all of our seniors. We came up with the CHS Decides that you're seeing here in the background. And I want to tell you that every single one of these graphics was made, designed, and planned out and put out on Instagram by Valerie Largay. And that's why we feel like she deserves a People's Choice Award. Her effort, her dedication, and her selflessness made it possible for other kids to enjoy their senior year and feel acknowledged. Thank you very much, Val.
Hello, CHS parents, students, and staff. My name is Nicole Arbeles, for those of you who don't know me, and I am here today to present my People's Choice Award to Carmen Saginario. I've had the pleasure of teaching Carmen over the past 2 years, and I can say without a doubt he has the biggest heart. He's a kind and genuine person who gives 100% to everything he's involved in. Whether that's in the classroom or on the football field, you can count on Carmen. I would also like to acknowledge that he has tutored some of my students for no reward, just really out of the kindness of his heart. It just speaks to the kind of kid he is. He's just willing to step in and step up when needed. Thank you, Carmen, for everything you have done. I'm going to miss you. I'm so proud of you, and congratulations on this award and all of the accolades that you've received. You deserve them and so much more. Thank you for always being you.
So this year for the People's Choice Awards, I'm doing something a little bit different because I think this is a most unique year in itself. I would like to nominate all 5 of my seniors that have been with me for all 4 years of their high school, and they are Gabe Martz, Elizabeth Galvich, Lauren Nacito, Kat Iannuzzi, and Annabella Sutcliffe. I have to say that it's probably appropriate to quote someone like Dr. Seuss at this time. And what Dr. Seuss has said is sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Well, each of you have made every moment of the last 4 years of my teaching career unique and special, all in your own way. And they probably will give me memories that last a lifetime. I'm sad that our time was cut short in those last 3 months, that I would have relished being with you, would have been wonderful, but I've been in communication with each of you, and during these difficult times, I think that as you do in the classroom, each of you have been able to put a smile on my face and kind of give me a sense of comfort, just the way that you do in the classroom. Each of you have contributed to helping your classmates, coming in with a positive attitude, and I have gotten to have the pleasure of watching all 5 of you come into high school as, I guess, as children, and leaving here as the most wonderful 5 young adults that the world will see the most amazing things from marine, specializing in marine life, psychology, hospitality, and those that are actually going to pursue careers in education. So I cannot say enough for all the special times that they have given me, the smile that they continue to put on my face every single day that they walked in my room, the heartfelt closeness that I have felt to each one of them. I feel like they're almost part of my family, and I think that I know each one so well that I feel like I know their families just as well. So once again, my People's Choice Awards goes to all 5 of my seniors: Gabe Martz, Elizabeth Galvich, Kat Iannuzzi, Lauren Nacito, and Annabella Sutcliffe. Thank you for putting a smile on my face and creating some of the best moments in my teaching career, and really, hopefully I've encouraged you and given you that passion to move on and do the same in your careers. Thanks again, and I think they're very deserving of this People's Choice Award.
My People's Choice Award goes to Kaylee Makowitz. Not because she's a great artist or because she's very talented, but because she's a really kind and helpful person. This year I had a really tough year. I tackled grad school for the first time in a very long time, and on top of that I was teaching 6 classes. And Kaylee took it upon herself during her second period study hall to come in and volunteer and help me every day. And it was the kindest, most helpful thing that I have experienced. and she did it selflessly, and she really just truly wanted to come in and help me and help the students in that class. And she offered her time, and it was an amazing experience for both Kaylee and myself. And after working with the students, she came in and really realized that she wanted to pursue a career in education. And I know, Kaylee, that you will be an amazing teacher.
For my People's Choice Award, I nominated Stephany Duarte. I had Stephany for first period, and while most students are coming in half asleep, Stephany always came barreling in like a little ball of sunshine. She always has a smile on her face and positive energy that is contagious. I have never heard Stephany speak an unkind word about anyone. In fact, she often goes out of her way to offer encouragement and compliments to her peers and teachers. My favorite way that Stephany used to brighten not only my day, but her classmates, was at the end of each class period, she would write a funny joke on the board along with an inspirational quote. This became a daily occurrence that we all looked forward to and left us starting our day on a positive note. Even other teachers throughout the day who didn't have Stephany would pop in to see the jokes and quotes that she left on the board. I don't think Stephany knew that, but she should feel very proud that her positive attitude and infectious optimism helped to bring a little bit of that sunshine to everyone's day.
I want to go ahead and nominate somebody for my People's Choice Award. And before I go, let me say a few things about this student. This student has been a part of my educational growth, I guess you could say, for the past 3 years. As I have grown as an educator, she has also been with me through that and has helped me mightily through the years. I've had her for a full 5 semesters, which is rare in the culinary arts room. Typically, you just get into intro to foods for a semester, and then maybe foods 1 if you really like the course. This student went through foods 2 as well, and I'll explain in a minute why. The best way to describe this student is easygoing, driven, caring, right? A few words that come to mind. She always walked into my classroom with a smile, ready to cook. Even on days where I could tell she was clearly tired from working the night before, getting up early for school, she always was pretty much ready to go and engaged in whatever we were about to do that day. This student was always working, right? From when she was a freshman on. She was always trying to gain experience in baking and pastry. So she started working at places like Kathy's Carryout. She started taking custom cake orders and making them herself through social media. She makes amazing cupcakes, I must say, and is extremely talented in that. This student mentioned to me that she wanted to explore a career path in baking and pastry. And if physically possible, I could have done a backflip. I didn't because it's not physically possible. But I was ecstatic, I was excited, was happy for a few reasons. One reason, I really was excited to have her back in my class the next year, because that basically means that she's taking foods too. So I could really focus and even up my game a little bit in teaching her some things in culinary arts. And then the other reason was because I could totally see this student actually excelling in that field. So she, which is rare. I don't always see that from when people tell me they want to go in the culinary field. I have to be honest. Sometimes I might just tell them not to do that. But this student definitely was not one of those. She was definitely someone who can excel in this, and I think will excel as she goes on. She's smart. She raised her GPA over 10 points from her freshman to her senior year. She has all A's in her classes this year. She's mature, and that she knew she had to find ways to gain experience in an industry that is basically driven by experience. And then also, she's driven. by being an entrepreneur and going out there on a limb and getting some custom cake orders. She started doing that on her own, and she finds creative ways to actually do what she really, really enjoys, and knows how important all that is. All right, so now she's going to embark on her next culinary adventure, which is going to be Walnut Hill College in the fall. She's going to study baking and pastry arts, which I couldn't be more proud of her. Hopefully she received a little bit of a leg up for being in my class. I'll be the first one to admit she's going to come across students who do not know what mise en place is, but she does. She better know what mise en place is. All right, there's a lot of students out there that she's going to go be side by side with that have never had a culinary class in their lives because they don't offer it at their school districts. I know I was one of those students who never had a culinary class. I just started working in the industry. So hopefully she has a little bit of leg up from the CHS experience. And for that, I nominate for my People's Choice Award, EMILIE FLORKOWSKI, as she exemplifies exactly what I'm looking for in my students. Her interest, her passion, and her engagement is always something she will convey as she goes forward, I'm sure, with the next chefs that she works with. So that's pretty much it. I nominate EMILIE FLORKOWSKI for the People's Choice Award. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My People's Choice Award goes to Anna Mara. Anna, you are just a sheer delight to be around. You make my day better anytime I've seen you in the halls, in the office, and just passing you guarantees I'm going to have a better day. I want to tell you a little story. I came to Cinnaminson 2 years ago, and I had previously been an interim at Maple Shade High School where Anna was attending. She had moved as well and had moved into Cinnaminson community area. So I was walking down the hall and I hear this little voice, "Hey, Mrs. Rohr, is that you?" And it was Anna. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're going to love it here. The people are great. I love my teachers. The students are really nice. It's a beautiful building." I had my own very special staff orientation with Anna. She really makes your day. This is a lovely young woman. She is just a wonderful young lady who's going to do wonderful things in the future. And I'm using the word wonderful too much, but that's what describes her. She really is terrific. I look forward to hearing of all her great endeavors in the future and all the fabulous things she gets involved in as an adult. Up to 18, she's done pretty darn good. So I think the future has a lot in store for Anna, all positive, all terrific. I'm going to miss you, Anna. That beautiful smile. And thank you for making my 2 years at Cinnaminson extra special because you're there as well. Hi, everyone. My Junior People's Choice Award winner is Ezgi Baysal. I can't tell you how wonderful it was to hear from her right in the beginning when we went into remote learning. She reached out to me and we continued to trade emails about how she's doing and keeping up with her work, and she's done a phenomenal job. Right from the get-go, she told me it was okay to be at home. It was okay to not be able to go out because she was reconnecting with her parents at every level. And she remembered how wonderful it was spending time with them. And she's enjoying that time. And she felt blessed to be home with these wonderful parents. So I hope they're hearing this. And their daughter has done she has just done an extraordinary job. She has kept up with the schoolwork, and every time I hear from her, she tells me how wonderful it is to be home with her parents and sharing this time with them. When else would you get this, right? So we have to look on the bright side, and she did just that. I hope there's more people like Ezgi in the world that have taken this time to appreciate where they came from and who's responsible, to help molding them into the people that they are today and the person they've become. Ezgi, you're beautiful. You're a wonderful young woman. You're kind. You're special. I can't wait to hear of all the things that happen for you in the future in such a positive, great way. Please stay stay exactly who you are and true to yourself. We definitely need more people like you, Ezgi. You have made my 2 years at Cinnaminson even better than I could have imagined. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kind and special words every time I see you.
Hey guys, wanted to give a shout out to Mr. McNamara's career vocational class. I miss you all so much. You guys would make me smile each and every day. Wanted to give special thanks to Ryan Barry. Ryan, it was great getting to know you this year while working at Speed Raceway and Wawa. You handled every task on those jobs with great professionalism, even when the arcade was chaotic and quite frankly a little insane. Special memories would include the occasional lockout, raccoons in the dumpster, leaf blowing during windstorms, and every single story Larry ever told. I miss all of you. I hope you have a wonderful summer. Bye. My dog is thrilled to be in this video, by the way.